Hello, everyone, and welcome to the studio at Kearny Point podcast. I am Alea, and I am super excited because we have two very special guests with us here today. We have Matty Tosca with Matty Tosca Enterprises, and we also have Luc Stephen with Second Chance Enterprises. But today we will be talking about the film, The Throne, with Trulight Films. All right, so let's get started. Could each of you just tell me a little bit about yourselves and how you got your start in this film?
All right. Well, my name is Luc Stephen. I'm a film producer. Done a few projects. Started working with Trulight Films in 2020, and we've been working together ever since. So sometimes it'd be my project, sometimes it's his project. Sometimes we join forces together. Sometimes we'll work for someone else on their project. So we just be trying to rock out.
Okay.
I'm Matty Tosca. I'm a rapper, artist, producer, and I'm a rookie in the movie stuff. This is my first go around. Trulight Films and with Second Chance gave me my first opportunity in the movie called Frenemies.
Okay.
So that's how I got my start, and then I just started like getting behind the scenes and writing the scripts.
Okay.
So I wrote The Throne, and so yeah.
All right. And you already went into the next question,
Okay.
which was perfect. You went right into the next question. I was going to ask you, what is The Throne about?
The Throne is about the double crossing, triple crossing. Like there's a bunch of lessons in there of mistakes you make in the streets, and how to be careful, and it's just about the ups and downs, really.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And what was your idea behind writing this film?
I wanted to make something that was entertaining and interesting to my demographic of people who watch films. Because I was raised with Menace to Society, Juice, and all of those classic films. So like that was my thing. Like I want to add to that.
Okay. Ah, nice. I have to check it out.
Yes, you do.
I saw the trailer, but I said, let me check this out, especially after we have this interview. So it looks really good, yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you for that. And what themes and elements did you put into, I know you just briefly spoke a little bit about it, but is there any additional like elements, themes that you put into this film as you were writing it?
I just was taking a bunch from prior films and experiences from my life. And I was just like putting like a gumbo. You know what I mean? Taking out the highlights, what I feel would be like, those moments where people go, I was going for those moments.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem. My next question for you is, what got you into writing? I know you said you have experience, rapping, of course, and this is your first diving deep into movie production, but how did you get your start with writing?
It was these guys. They was like, yo, we need the writer went down, right? Cindy?
Yeah, we had me and True had did Frenemies, and I think did we do another project before that? No, we had did Frenemies.
Oh, yeah, you had did the Scary Cabin joint.
Oh, we had did The Cabin, then we had did Frenemies, and we had a writer, her name was Cynthia. Then, you had COVID, you had pregnancy, you had, we can't meet our deadlines, and we need to get this thing together because, in this time that we're in, you can't wait for people. And nothing to her because she was a dope writer.
Absolutely.
Matty is a dope artist. He's got, bars, as they say in the rap world. And, he has punchlines. So I find in this business, rappers make great actors and they also make good writers. It's just about they have to learn how to use the programs to write scripts because you can't just write the script. You have to have the correct format so this way when we're on set, the crew understands what you're trying to deliver. And
Exactly.
He conquered that and did a great job with it.
Awesome. No, I like that. And I was just about to speak on that when you mentioned, rappers, artists in general, that it's easy for them to get into writing and acting because you can rap.
Right.
Yes.
You're acting as you're performing, and you can translate that into film, but just learning the elements of how you could translate that to the crew because you've got Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, everybody that you could possibly see in the industry with, obviously with music transitioning into, entertainment and as far as movies and TV shows and things like that. So I love it. We need more of this. We need more of inspiration. We need more people that can have a voice, you know, for us. And I like it. I like it a lot. I'm getting chills just sitting here
Thank
talking
you.
to you guys.
That's dope. That's dope.
Thank you.
Absolutely. My question is for you, Luc. I know
Okay.
we spoke a little bit earlier, you know, about you acting. You play the character of Andre's father.
Okay.
But what was it like for you to get into that character?
Well, first of all, I don't like to act. I'd rather be behind. I'm a little shy.
Okay.
But, you know, sometimes people don't show up.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes, especially when you're doing an independent film, you have to fill that void. So it took me like 10, 15 minutes after Matty explained to me what the character was about. And again, just like he said, what he pulls from his resources, I can pull from experience, from things that I've witnessed, because that stuff didn't happen in my house, but, and you'll see the movie. But I can pull from different experiences and pull together character and just zone in and deliver. I don't last too long, so.
I just wanted to say one thing about that character. It was super dope how he really, like, that's one of my favorite scenes. Like,
Really?
It's one of my favorite scenes.
Sheesh.
Because no, I say that because of the authenticity. Like, it felt real. Like, it's a messed up moment, right?
Got you.
But it felt real, you know. And it kind of it was impressive for me because it was just like, yo, here you got to like fill a role in, and he really knocked it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't wait to see this.
You made me think I gotta get my acting on.
That's what I was about to say. You know, I got the Oscar coming away, so you may have to, you know, switch back, you know, into that. But no, that's absolutely, you know, really great. I know I just obviously just spoke to you about your character and your role, but playing this role, and because you said you had to like hop right into it. Was this something that even as a child, have you even, you know, did a play? Have you did any type of...
Okay, looking back, right, I can remember I did a play in high school. I did do a play. It wasn't too many lines. You know, I think I kind of put something in on my own on the spot. Little description of it. I think the people was getting drunk, and there was a guy that kept falling into his, you know, falling in the thing, and then I moved the plate, and his face fell into the food. So I'm pretty good with the quick ad-libbing and trying to put it together. But again, I really don't like to do that.
I definitely
but I
understand.
do it when it's needed to be done. I'm a person that kind of like puts things together and organizes things. That's what I'm very good at and very passionate about. But I'm a team player, so whatever's called upon me to do, I'm going to do.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I know you were involved with BET's infamous American Gangster, as well as the 2021 Luc Jr. Sin, also Better Than My Last, starring Hassan Johnson. How has that work influenced you in working in the throne, taking those experiences?
Well, okay. First of all, Luc is a legend. Hassan, I'll call him a legend and also in himself. So I'm the kind of person that takes things from everyone and kind of absorbs it and put it in, and then I watch these guys, how they hone in to do their roles. You know, like Luc Gossett, he's calling Stevie Wonder so he can know how to play a blind person. I don't have Stevie Wonder on speed dial, but again, I can watch these actors kind of like take a moment. Like even like Mimi Foss, she did a couple of joints for me earlier, but she would just let me go in the room for half an hour and let me zone in and come out in character. So it's like I've had people and I've worked around people where I got the knowledge and the tips to know what to do if I'm called upon to do it. I just don't like to do it.
Listen, as an artist, as a creator, it's definitely understandable with that, but you got to be that team player and hop into that. Absolutely. I love this. I love everything that you guys are doing. Is there anything else you guys have going on? Any new projects that you guys would like to talk about?
Yeah, we got Everybody Dies coming out pretty soon.
Hopefully December.
Okay.
You know, one thing about when we do get released on Tubi, it's like there's no monthly announcement. It's like a call at 6, like, hey, you're gonna be on at 9. Oh, okay.
Wow.
So you know, I mean, it would if we could get a little bit, you know, time to know. I guess we could promote a lot better. But hey, you know, you do what you have to do when you have to do it, and a slow grind to build up is better than no grind.
Absolutely.
So we're blessed to be able to do the things that we do with a great bunch of guys and showcase it to the world now.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Do you guys want to shout out any Instagram handles, social media handles?
Yeah, my Instagram is MATTY_TOSCA, and just Google Matty Tosca. It's gonna pop up.
Well, before I give my Instagram handles, I'd like to shout out Frank FBR Studios and Filmworks. I'd also like to shout out Trulight Films, who's not here right now, Adrian Toscano. He's a great filmmaker, great director, and he gets me to do things that I would normally wouldn't think could be accomplished with the little things that we could do. And my Instagram is Luc Stephen on Instagram and Twitter. You could Google Luc Stephen and, you know, things to pop up.
All right. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this chat. But before we do end, I would like to just ask you guys 2 questions. The last 2, I always try to give a question at the end that helps you reflect on your life and your future. So with that being said, is there any advice that you would give to your future self? I know some of the questions could be, oh, what would you talk to your younger self? If you could talk to your younger self, what would you say? But I always like to flip it up a little bit and, talk about the future. We don't really talk about the future a lot.
I would tell my future self, go for it and enjoy the moment.
I love it.
I would tell my future self to keep striving no matter what and just be patient. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Copy that. I love it. And is there any advice that you would like to give any aspiring filmmakers, writers, directors, anybody that want to, get into the entertainment industry?
Well, for me, I would like to just tell the people, like, no matter what ups and downs you go through, you just have to keep going, keep going, keep going. No matter how much times you fall, no matter what someone says, how many people laugh at you, how many people say, man, this thing is garbage, this thing is trash. You just have to keep going, because the more you work, the better you're gonna be. Kobe and LeBron didn't get the way they was by just sitting down. They had to stay in that gym constantly every single day. So if you're doing this, you have to go every single day. So I go 8 days a week, 25 hours a day. That's what I do.
I love it. I love it. You have to work hard in this industry, especially if any industry, the entertainment industry, it is, like you just said, it's a marathon.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. So with that being said, all right, guys, stay tuned. Watch The Throne. The Throne is on Tubi. Am I correct?
Right now.
So guys, tune in and watch that. And also stay tuned for their upcoming projects.
Everybody dies.
All right. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right.